More of the investigation by the Columbus Division of Police into the deadly police shooting of Andre Hill has been released. Tonight, we know key points about how now former officer Adam Coy's past played a role in his firing. Good evening to you, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Kerry Charles. Colleen has the night off. NBC4 has been asking city officials for more police records into Coy's work history. Tonight, NBC4's Matthew Herchick has those documents and is sharing new insight into Coy's firing. He joins us live now. Matthew, what have you learned?
Well, Kerry, Police Chief Tom Quinlan's recommendation for termination was rooted in Adam Coy's failure to render aid, his failure to turn on his body camera, and of course his his use of deadly force. And Quinlan's own investigation led him to the determination that termination was in fact the only appropriate action. In those documents, Chief Quinlan said he was notified within minutes of the shooting and he responded to the scene on Oberlin Drive immediately. He reviewed the body camera footage and said the video raised many alarms about Officer Coy's actions in using deadly force, concluding that his use of force was not reasonable, that he did not use proper training techniques, and that his actions were not a rookie mistake, rather reckless and deliberate. We also learned about the history between Quinlan and Coy. Quinlan was once Coy's patrol lieutenant. He said during Coy's 19 years as a patrol officer, Coy has been counseled, trained, and mentored perhaps more than any other officer in the department. In 2008, Quinlan wrote, "If sustained improvements are not fully realized, a decision whether Officer Coy is salvageable must follow. Should the interventions described above not produce the desired results, a shift towards termination would be warranted, as Officer Coy's service to the Division of Police will have lost all future value." Quinlan said last week he could state unequivocally that Officer Coy had no future value to the Division of Police and should be terminated. Today, NBC4 spoke to Coy's attorney Mark Collins, who's representing him in the criminal investigation. Here is his response to that 2008 letter.
I can't comment on what happened 12 years ago or Leslie after who said what or who did what. But what the focus needs to be in this situation is the investigation has to be thorough and complete, and it has to be in compliance with the Supreme Court jurisprudence laid out for use of force cases.
So, Kerry, why was Officer Coy still on the force here in 2020 when Quinlan observed those problems 12 years ago? Well, we asked the city's Department of Public Safety that question, and in 2008, Officer Coy was placed on a performance improvement plan, which he successfully completed and showed improvement. They said in 2012, he was also suspended for 160 hours after an investigation for use of force, with the Department of Public Safety saying they are a little bit limited because of the collective bargaining agreement with the FOP. Kerry, after a certain period of time, discipline records must be purged and can no longer be used when discussing matters of current misconduct. I was told this is a weakness in that contract recognized by the Safety Advisory Committee and is something that both Mayor Andrew Ginther and Chief Tom Quinlan are supporting, a change to that contract so that those records stay for an employee's entire duration with the Division of Police. Local for you in Columbus, Matthew Herchick, NBC4.
All right.